Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first crack at it here. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Quick completion on the out route. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The aerial assault continues. Gets it to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field. Get it to him early on the first drive. Let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often. He picks up the big game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll go to the air. And the ball is intercepted. Trying to take it back. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How about that D coming up with a play like that? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Look like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Touch pass on the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Plows through the defense. Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block.
Off he goes. He's in for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And he intercepts it. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. First down here for the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 30. He's at the 10.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with his system.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Looking for a man. It's Locke. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 40. And he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now facing a 3rd and long. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They'll need urgency and efficiency. 10 seconds left on the clock before halftime. It's 1st and 10. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw. It's locked. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now this offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge. You're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's running in the open. And he will house it. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An 84-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw it again. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Back to pass. It's locked. He's got him in the flat. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. We've got to make a stand right here on third down.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Running through contact. Finally run out of bounds, but but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's locked. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The offense starts with a short field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Shakes off the defender. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. This offense has a second down play. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.